Hi and welcome to Beach Bumbling. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Today we're getting off the resort. We're going to go to a small beach town called Yelapa, right in the middle of our stay at an all-inclusive. So you might go, why the hell would you do that? You've already paid for that place. We really like beach towns. This has been on our bucket list for a little while. So it was important to us to check that box while we were in the area. So in today's video, we're going to show you how we got there from the hotel zone and how much it cost. We're going to show you a little bit around the town of BOCA DE TOMATLAN. That's where we took a boat taxi from, and we'll cover the boat taxi ride. We got some more videos coming up from Yelapa. We'll show you a little bit more about the town, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's go. So in the morning we're going to head off to a little beach town called Yelapa from BOCA DE TOMATLAN. So we were going to take the bus, but we ran into some people last night and had a couple too many drinks, and we're out a little bit later than we hoped to be. So we're going to forgo the bus and take a cab from our resort here at Crystal to BOCA DE TOMATLAN, and that is $20 US, or I think it was 290 pesos. So that's much more expensive than the bus. I think the bus is like, you have to take two buses, 10 pesos a piece. So that, between the two of us, it'd be like 40 pesos. So big difference, but time is of the essence for us today, so that's why we're doing that way. So hope you come along with that, and we'll show you where we're eating, things cost, our Airbnb and all that good stuff. And most of the rest of this video will be done on the phone. Well, it all will be, since we lost our GoPro, so hope the quality's there, but yeah, kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So we're gonna move on and maybe touch a couple different places while we're out and about, and we'll share that with you. So cheers. We slept in, but we didn't miss the breakfast down at the resort. It was actually pretty good. Then it was out the front door, out the lobby, looking at the taxi rates there. We're at BOCA DE TOMATLAN. Hopped in our cab, and away we go. It looked to be about a 45-minute to an hour drive, depending on traffic. We're going to point out a couple things along the way that might be noteworthy, or just to give you an idea where we were at that time. Check that out. Villa Vallarta, that's what they were talking about. Massage place was right there that they were talking about. Apparently, if you were to see that place, go to the right, and there's cheaper massages there. Like a lot of other places we've been in Mexico, there's no shortage of street art in this area. There's lots of nice views if you look down the roads when you're driving to and from places. We asked every hotel employee, every cab driver, every vendor where the best tacos were, and they all said Pepe's Tacos. Might want to check that out. A couple minutes later, we found ourselves getting pretty close to the Malecón. You can see the boy riding the seahorse there, and that's actually where the Puerto Vallarta sign is, if you want to get your picture taken there, or take your picture there. After that, it was a short drive through the romantic zone. We really love that area. Stay there again in a heartbeat. And after a little while, we ended up outside of Puerto Vallarta, the main portion of it anyway, and it got a little bit more rural down the coastline. It's kind of a nice drive. You had a lot of obstructions between buildings and trees that you couldn't see sometimes, but it was a nice drive. Once you get out of the main part of town, you get where you're going a lot faster. We ended up driving past the town of Mislamoya, which we'll pick up on the way back. Next thing you knew it, we were in BOCA DE TOMATLAN, which is the gateway to our trip to Yelapa. Even though Google shows that it was 46 minutes, it took us about 55 minutes to get there. The traffic was a bit crazy when we were closer to the hotel zone. BOCA DE TOMATLAN is a small fishing village located south of Puerto Vallarta. It straddles the Horcanes River. As a result, you'll see a lot of fishing boats in this area and a lot of water taxis. It's a push-off point for all the southernmost beaches in the area. The locals refer to this place simply as Boca. The population recorded in 2020 was 585 people, so it is really small. So if you're a person looking for active things to do during the week, this probably isn't a place you're going to want to spend a whole week at. It's a nice day trip though. On the other hand, if you're just looking for a place to relax, chill, read a book for a week, good place to be. Lots where you're walking on these roads. When we were there, it looked like they were gearing up to do some construction project there. Have no idea what it was though, so if you've been there since then and you know what they were doing, leave a comment if you would please. We'd like to know what they're doing. Hi doggo. Got a bad eye, brother. Red kayaks. That line in front of Karen there, that's where you get the boat taxi at that dock. And the guy to Karen's left, who called him Batman, was giving us the lay of the land. And what's this with?
Oh, this is just the water tank too, right? Different place. Okay, so they all go different spots. My boat is only 2 people for the tour. Now you can what you want. You're coming from Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah.
You want to back
We're coming back here tomorrow. Yeah. So Yelapa tonight and then tomorrow back here.
We didn't eat there on this stop, but there are several restaurants within the little town. I think it was 4 that were right on the beach. Like we said earlier, Boca's not really big, but it does have some art, just like every other town we've been in Mexico. If you look to the right up here in the opening, you'll see Karen and Batman, we were calling him. He just offered to give us a tour around, didn't ask for any money, but we did give him a tip because we appreciated it. And if you couldn't guess by these pictures, the #1 industry there is fishing. We wanted to explore the town for a little bit before we got our tickets, so we walked down the side of the river.
There's a pharmacy there.
Yep. A fisherman feeding the pelicans, maybe?
Look, and they're under the water. Oh, he just came up.
Yeah. There's pelicans over by that guy's boat.
Yeah.
He was feeding them before we walked up. We'd been walking around Boca for a little while, and we did come across something that we hadn't saw on anybody's videos, and nobody's even talked about it, that we've seen, and we did not expect this in Boca. Something we didn't expect in Yelapa are the sharks, man. Like, these people, kind of relentless. Hey, come back here, or take my boat. I'll come and sit in here, and then it's just kind of a little bit overwhelming. We didn't expect that. But anyway, not a whole lot to see here.
Do a turnaround, look. This is the way down.
So you leaving, señorita?
Yeah, we're just gonna go with this way.
Since Boca de Tomatlan is set in a cove, the water's very calm. The beach is pretty nice, the sand is powdery. We were just there to take the boat taxi over to Yelapa. Heard about the place, we thought we might as well check it out while we were there. The boat taxi costs 240 pesos per person, so like $480 per couple. That works out to $37 Canadian or $27 US for the couple, and that was round trip. So the boat filled up. We were literally the next 2 people to get on. We're the only 2 people left on the dock waiting.
Yeah.
And we didn't make the boat. So not too bad though. It's only 15 minutes to wait for the next one. But there was room on that boat, so that was a little bit annoying. Anyway, it is what it is. We're going to make the best of it. Hopefully we'll be over to Yelapa in the next half hour or so. It's supposed to be really nice. No waves. It's in a bay. The water's supposed to be a nice color, so probably go get some cocktails first, maybe something to eat, and then we'll hit to our Airbnb. After about a 25-minute wait in the beach, boat showed up. That's not normal. I don't want you to think that it is. They just said there was another boat coming and leaving earlier than expected. But we were grateful to get on it nonetheless. So now we're back on the dock here at Boca de Tomatlan, and we're heading our way down south to Yelapa. This boat trip's going to take about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, my camera got wet from all the spray from the boat, so I don't have a lot of footage of it. You can drive there, but it's a 2-hour drive versus a 30-minute boat ride, so that's why a lot of people take the boat taxis. Between Boca and Yelapa, you will go past quite a bit of beaches, so if you wanted to take a boat tour if you're in that area, you could make a day out of doing some beach hopping or some beach bumbling. I know you're thinking, is that a pirate ship? Well, if you're staying on PV, you're going to see a pirate ship excursion that goes up and down the coast. At nighttime, they shoot off fireworks. They have like a dinner. We didn't do that, but a lot of people do like it. As we were cruising along, somebody on our boat spotted a whale, as did the boat next to us. Unfortunately, by the time we turned around and looked, it was already gone under. But there are whales in that area. You can go on whale excursions if you want. By this time it was just after 2 o'clock and we're just pulling into Yelapa.
This is the right one. Is this the right one? Yeah, he said if we wanted to ride to the beach to do it. And I'm like, nope.
As you're pulling into Yelapa, there's a dock on either side. If you just want to go to the beach, you want the one that's on the left when you're looking at the beach. If you want to walk through the town, you want to be on the right. So that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe grab somebody's phone when they're not looking and subscribe. That always helps us out too. We're really looking forward to sharing Yelapa with you. Cozy little beach town, so if you're into that kind of thing, you're going to love this place. We'll walk through the town. We'll spend a day on the beach. We'll show you how much everything costs. We'll show you where we stayed, where we ate, and what we ate. And we'll check out a waterfall. All that and more coming up on Beach Bumbling. So in the meantime, in between time, cheers.